What's up guys, not Super Mario here and welcome to today's video. It is Monday, which means I'm here to review the latest and the last episode of Game of Thrones Season 8 Episode 6 called The Iron Throne. We are here. The Game of Thrones has ended, one of the biggest shows ever made in my opinion. And it ended, and a lot of people are very angry. A lot of people are kind of satisfied. I don't think there's a single person that is really satisfied because with such a big fan base, it's really hard to please everyone. So don't hate. It just, this is the show, this is how it ended, so I don't know what else to say, but just don't hate, appreciate all the work they put in. Actors, directors, producers, creators, costume designers, production designers, I mean every single person that was somehow involved with this show. I think it deserves an appreciation, so don't get too angry. Even though I'm not in the boat with angry people, I just didn't like the way this ended. So, this episode, I really enjoyed it till the... Oh yeah, spoiler alert. There's gonna be heavy spoilers, so if you haven't seen the episode, don't watch this video, but do like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel, because I would appreciate that, like the creators of the show would appreciate not hating on them. So yeah, spoiler heavy. But this episode, I really did enjoy it till Dany dies. I like the way she died. I think it was kinda expected. I expected it. I think what she did in the previous episode was wrong and not good, and she got what she deserved. I think I wouldn't mind if it was reversed, that Dany would kill Jon. I wouldn't mind it, and that the Mad Queen would be the one to end on the Iron Throne, but I didn't mind that. I think the way Starks ended, I didn't mind that at all. I think Jon is where he wanted to be the most, in my opinion. He wanted to be with the wildlings, doing their own thing, trying to rebuild their community and everything. Sansa is the queen on the north, in the north, so that was good. Arya is going western than Westeros, so she's on her own, so that's what I like. But the person who ended on an Iron Throne is total bullcrap. Total bullcrap. Bran Stark. What the actual heck? Where? Why? Just why? Anybody else? I mean, anybody else would be better choice than Bran Stark. Since season 2, he was just a plot device, useless. He was missing the whole season 5. Where was he? He was wandering around trying to become three-eyed raven. He becomes that, and then he's just working doing nothing. Yeah, he knows future, past, present, all the multiverse, I don't know. He didn't use that at all. I mean, why? Just why? I mean, I am so frustrated. I mean, anybody else. I mean, anybody else would be a better choice than Bran Stark. I think 90% of people, or maybe 95% people would agree with me. Bran Stark was the worst choice for a leader of not 7 kingdoms, now 6 kingdoms, because the north, the Winterfell, is now like its own thing. But yeah, I mean, the way after Dany's death, I mean, they forgot about every single logical thing that is logical, everything they build up to this moment. I mean, yeah, the problem that I was expecting is gonna be a big problem is not enough episodes. And like I said in every single review, I think, for this season, this is not just a fan talking in me. there was too much stuff happening in not enough episodes. We got only 6 episodes, and we got for Winterfell in 1, Battle of King's Landing in 1. He's the queen, she's the queen, he's the king, she's the king. I mean, we got so much information dropped in not enough time that it was just discombobulated. A lot of things were totally illogical. A lot of things that were built up were kind of forgotten. What was the point of Arya doing all those swap faces thing if we're not gonna use it at the end? What's the point of Bran in general? What was the point of him becoming a three-eyed raven if he's just, I don't care, I don't wanna be king, even though he says I was preparing or something. My nose is itchy. I was preparing for this moment, or that's why I was doing everything. But what the actual hell were you doing? I mean, with the powers and abilities that you have, I don't know. Nobody knows what his abilities are because there was no explanation at all. So maybe he was planning all of this. Maybe he is the villain of Game of Thrones. I mean, I don't know. I am very, very conflicted. I'm not happy about who ended on the Iron Throne, even though there's no Iron Throne anymore because Drogon decimated it, like fire. That was a nice scene, even though it was kind of over. It was kind of heavy-handed. Kind of okay, we get it. You're angry, but I really liked when he nudged Dany with his big legs, big claws and everything. That was very, very nice moment. But yes, so rushed. This is the problem. And I get it. Actors want to move on. Directors, Weiss and Benioff want to do other stuff. And they decided that 7 episodes for the 7th season and 6 episodes for 8th season are gonna be enough. But they were not enough. Just there was too much stuff unanswered, unexplained, and it didn't feel right. It's not the problem that what happened. I mean, all the stuff that happened in this season, I still enjoyed the season in general. There was more positive stuff than negative stuff, but it's not the problem with what happened, who died and everything. I have a problem how it happened, because it happened so fast, so quickly. Not enough interactions with like characters, not enough explanation, not enough logic put in it. And I know it's a fantasy, but still, you need to have some substance in between for some stuff to happen. Or if there's lack of substance, characters make weird decisions. And I wouldn't mind if Bran would end up on the Iron Throne if there was any build-up, but he was useless and doing nothing for 4 freaking seasons. I mean, yeah, there is maybe because it's a contrast, so like Dany was an aggressive, over-the-top leader, killing everybody. Baratheon, very emotional. Cersei, very emotional, killing everybody. Now we've got this calm kid that we don't know what the heck is he actually doing and what his abilities are. And I kind of get that part, but there was not enough substance with him. Every single other character is more competent and interesting and just better choice for a freaking leader. I mean, when we've got that jokey moment at the table at the end when Tyrion is the hand, we've got Bronn, we have Ser Davos, and we have what is his name, Sam as the Grand Maester, and then King Bran the Broken comes, and so what are we gonna do? And Tyrion's like, yeah, this, we got everything planned. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna find the dragon. I'm just gonna, bye-bye, you do you. So it's kind of like Tyrion is the king. And maybe that was the point, because if you think what Tyrion did and betrayed Dany and unsullied wanted his head. And by the way, I mean, Unsullied would and Dothraki would never leave Jon to just go on and in Night's Watch. I mean, they would kill him. I mean, that's kind of one of the illogical stuff that happened. But I mean, I am not happy. I have to process this, but like I said, every single character that survived would have been a better choice for the. I know nobody. There's not a 1% chance that creators could satisfy everybody. If I don't know, if Danny would end up on the Iron Throne, people would be angry. But I think Bran was just so unsatisfying. I mean, he was missing the whole fifth season. He was just wandering around, going and searching for this three-eyed raven thing for 4 freaking seasons. Then when he comes back, yeah, I know everything. I can see past, future, present, multiverse, who knows what. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, and by the way, when you get out that scene when they're voting and stuff, I mean, if you think about it, Dany is dead. Jon Snow is gonna be executed or whatever, sent to Night's Watch. Gendry was there. Isn't he kinda the rightful heir right now because he is the son of Bran and he was legitimized by Dany? So if Dany was the last leader and Gendry got legitimized by her, isn't he the rightful heir or king or whatever? I mean, on that like panel of people that were there were Sam, Sansa's uncle, that I always forget his name. That was a nice, funny moment when he's trying to, yeah, I was in those wars and leading and blah blah blah, and Sansa's like, sit. That was a fun moment. Then there was a guy that I don't really know who the heck was. I'm like, correct me in the comments below. I don't know who the heck was sitting next to Sansa's uncle. Then we've got Arya, Bran, Sansa, Brienne, Gendry, that kid that was sucking on his mom's nipple when he was like 13. I'm very bad with names. Sorry. Then who else? Sir Davos was there, and 2 more. I forgot. Anybody from that panel was a better choice than freaking Bran. I'm sorry, I'm mumbling and chumbling about how I'm not happy about Bran being the king of the 6 kingdoms, because Sansa was like, yeah, I'm okay with Bran being a king, but North and Westeros, not Westeros, Winterfell, we're gonna be a solo thing. I don't care if you're okay with it, but Bran's like, I'm gonna work some ravens and look for the dragon because that's what I do as a king, and Tyrion's gonna handle everything else. So yeah, Game of Thrones in general, last 2 seasons were rushed. I don't know why they decided to make it like 7 and 6 episodes. Yeah, I get it. Actors want to move on. Creators want to do some other stuff. I mean, they're doing Star Wars, so yeah, I get it. But as a series in general, as a whole, I think is one of the best. Even though, yeah, there were problems. The 5th season was the 5th one. I think was kind of boring, or was that the 4th one? I don't remember. I mean, there's so many episodes. I'm sorry. Maybe it was the same. Who knows? But yeah, I really liked the series as a whole. Yeah, there are issues, and there are some stuff that I didn't enjoy. There are some stuff that I totally loved. And this season in particular, it was very, very rushed. Stuff happened too quickly, and I would really want to see 10 episodes. Like 8 seasons, 10 episodes per season, 80 episodes. I think it would flesh out the story and some characters more in detail, and I think the way they ended it would worked better than it does now, because there were characters that were underdeveloped, characters that made illogical decisions. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Share your opinions on this season, on the Game of Thrones show in general in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, share this video all over the place, click the bell icon to get notified when I upload, and I see you next time. Bye!